Hey guys, welcome to Master Gaming VR. This is going to be the first set of a new format of videos. I am going to intro the game in the real world and then sort of do my intro, outro thoughts here like this. And we're going to have the picture-in-picture. I do still want to get the green screen for back there so I can not have this big tan wall of nasty back there in the picture-in-picture. I am still working on that. It's probably going to take me a few weeks, maybe early next year. If you want to help me get that sooner, there'll be some Amazon links down below. Support me on Patreon. This stuff, the gear is not cheap, and with the new house, my disposable income is getting smaller. So that's always beneficial, but we're here for a game. I'm not sure if you noticed what game. I'm kind of ready for it. This is a game that's very near and dear to my heart. It is from Survios. I love Raw Data. I love these guys. I have seen them at PAX and E3. And they're just a great, fun group of guys, and Sprint Vector is no exception. It is an amazing game, and I can't wait to get in it and smash some records. What I have noticed everybody else is doing is just speed running the first two levels. I was thinking we would walk through slowly, take a look at the levels, and then go ahead and jump into the actual races. So, you know, quick little tour of the level, show you the different routes you could possibly take, the secret little areas, and then from there go into the all-out, kick-ass, full speed run, set some new records. I haven't warmed up, so probably around 2 minutes-ish for each of them, but without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the game. Okay guys, here we are in the Arid map. This is the very Egyptian-themed map, and we're just, like I said, we're going to take it slow. This is how you move. You swing your arms just like you're running while it's out here, pull the trigger, pull it back, let go of the trigger. Pull the trigger, let go. The locomotion system is very fluid, very easy to understand once you get a little bit of practice in with it. So here, these items right here, these are like the question mark boxes in Mario Kart. They are going to give you a, right now it's not very random, but they're going to give you a power-up. In the single player, you are going to get a nitro boost. Hopefully you guys see this down here. By pressing both the triggers, it's going to activate nitro, and as you can see, you just go zoom, zoom, zoom with the nitro. You basically Superman, and yeah, nitro is not very hard to explain. So that is one option. Another option is you can jump off these and actually get up there and jump along that path, because right here, this stuff right here is like going off-road in Mario Kart. You can see the little exclamation point right down there. I'm also getting haptic feedback. The controllers are vibrating, boop, 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 that sort of vibration pattern. And then when I get back on here, it's normal. So you can either hop over these, take the penalty of just running straight through it, or you can take the riskier route of jumping on those platforms up there, but you could smack into the wall, slow yourself down, and as you can see, you've got the power-ups up there. So you're probably going to skip those three, jump on top, hit one of, uh-oh, I think my TP cast just died. Oh no, my TP cast just died. Hold that thought, we'll be right back. Okay, so if you give a YouTuber a TP cast, he's gonna want a second Anchor power supply. Thankfully, I have one from my Pokemon Go days. It is the exact same model that they're shipping with the TP cast. When I bought it, I think it was about $20. It's an amazing external power supply. It's kind of bulky, but you get like 8 phone charges off of it. And if you have a TP cast, it can be used as a second backup battery. So the other battery is somewhere in that general direction over there charging. And I've got the other one in there, obviously. But as I was saying, hop, 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 get that one, and then you can take the high road. You can still take the high road. I frequently do when I come here. Just jump off this. You'll probably see that later, as long as I don't screw it up. But yeah, you can technically get up this way as well. And then these, as you grab them, they will take you up. You sort of kind of surf those. But let's take the down route. And so when you stick your hands out and pull the triggers just like this, you are Supermaning and flying through the air. And it's really satisfying and fun, except for when you go sideways. So we've got the Sphinx here. We can go dead center through the Sphinx, or as you can see, there are these side paths off the top, or you can go straight up and shoot over everything. A lot of different options in the route that you can take. Going this way obviously nets you another super booster over here. We'll be going over top. Going this way, you have some barriers. You're going straight through, but instead of getting a booster on the side, you've got obstacles that you need to jump over instead of, you know, nicely dodging. So here, you can jump up on top of that and try and jump over. You can go through this. You can go down below. Obviously, you want to get the power up. For this, you're actually going to need to physically duck, because you can see I'm smacking my head. So get down, duck. Don't be afraid to get physical with this game. So here, there's some weird options and there's some good options. I like to come over the top and just head straight for the top of that over there. And like I said, unless I screw it up, you'll see it later. But you also have this path over here. These objects you can hit and they will slow you down. You can also shoot them by double clicking. Whoa! Whoops, I did not mean to use the nitro there. You can shoot them by double clicking as long as you don't have a power up. They do respawn for the person behind you too, so you're not like making their life easier if you get rid of it, you're just making your life easier. I found it generally that's not an effective strategy. So go through the booster, we get to go over here and smack into the wall, because like I said, nice and easy, not really trying. You can see, if you look up high enough, you can see your time. We're at 4 minutes. Again, there are more power-ups there. So you can go off the side, but then you'll have to climb up, or you can just shoot straight over the top. If you climb up here, this works exactly the same as the previous one. Let's back up a little bit. So you just sort of grab on, but we're going to go this way because there's another wall here. So anything green you can latch onto. So these you can jump up and grab them. When you're going faster, you're going to jump higher. Or you can latch onto this. And this is more climbing. So you're not going to hand over hand to this. That's the biggest mistake people make, is they try and actually hand over hand it. What you're going to want to do is grab it and flick. And you see how I jumped way up? Just shoot yourself up. That is the easiest way to climb those things. Alright, so now we are up top with some arrows telling us to go towards the center. Now we have some options here. I'll pick up another power-up. We can try to go through here, which is a bit of a secret. But again, we've got climbing. I haven't found that it cuts any time off going this way. But, you know, to each their own. You can jump over those and end up getting out. I'm not very fond of this way, though I haven't really fully explored it and gotten to experiment, because most of my time with this has been at the VRX arcade. So if we don't take that shortcut, you're going to come out up there. Now you can run along the top of these ledges, but you can also fall off, come down here. You can hang a right back there if you really, really want to, or you can't climb, you can go the other way. Let's see, over here I think there's a booster at some point. This really doesn't seem like a good idea at all to me, because you're going way out of your way to get a couple of boosters. Yeah, they just don't seem worth it when I can, you know, when I don't have to go way out of my way and I can just come straight through here or straight over that. Doesn't make a lot of sense for me. This is another place that screwed a lot of people up. Another checkpoint. You've got these like Real American Gladiator looking platforms here that you're gonna bunny hop from one to another. My normal path goes to the right, flying over all of them. A lot of people end up coming just straight down here.
Look at these two.
Whoops. We'll go back in a second. You're timed out at 7 minutes. So I will be right back. I'm not allowed to show you the UI, so we'll just cut back to where we were. Alright. So here we are again, and like I said, a lot of people end up coming down here and having to dodge these things, and it's a bit of a pain. If you grab one of the nitros, you can zoom through all of these. Like I said, I like to jump on the center, go up and over and through, but you can just as easily fall straight down, grab the boost, come through. Now if you're in first place, that's not going to be a nitro boost, it's going to be a slow sphere. But right now, the multiplayer is limited to LAN only. They've made this section considerably easier than it was in PAX to get through, so not much. You can take the booster and go over, almost over top, through the center, and drop down here. Well, that is a viable route. Going completely over the pyramid is what cost me one of my championship runs. On the final day. So here you can go up, grab the magnetic strip, bump through those, or you have these guys down here that you can shoot through. You know, not a whole lot to say. You're just basically free falling as fast as you can. So this is where it gets fun and interesting. We've got all the moving blocks that you could ever want. I don't have a huge strategy here, just run through these as fast as I can. Try and aim on where it's going, if that makes sense, and not where you think it's not going to be. Aim at where it looks like it's going to be when you get there, and 9 times out of 10 it's not going to be there. And I really can't say that in a way that's going to make sense until you see it. Like, so that thing is right there, I would want to head towards it right there so that it's not there when I'm going to be there. So we get past the moving blocks and you've got a left side and a right side, or down the center. I usually go up one of the sides. There's a lot of different paths in here actually. I haven't quite figured out the most optimal route, but there's, you know, you can see several boosters in the distance, several power-ups, several different paths that you can go that are going to be, you know, varying efficiency. You can go over the top here, you can go down below. You saw there was a second level above this where you can come over the top of somebody, and that is it. There's the finish line. So you're going to hit this as fast as you can and win the day. At what, like 4 minutes? Well, almost exactly 4 minutes. So now let's go full speed. Let's actually do this. So I just spent like 10 minutes, maybe more than 10 minutes, definitely more than 10 minutes, wandering around, just sort of looking at stuff, showing you things. We don't want to save that. Now we're going to go try and beat that. That's what we want to beat. 51 miles an hour, a minute 49. That's what we're going to do. All right, here we go.
Yes, it's moving like the crowd owes the money. Excellent! The alacrity of their agility is in a state of acceleration. Through the checkpoint. He only look at that climb. It's a boost. Look at the fly.
Ah, damn it. Well, you don't get to see my typical route because I fell. Which means I'm probably not going to beat any scores here. Ah, nope, I'm not going to beat any scores. I needed to get that boost. I'm screwing up. Though I will say I didn't have any practice warm-ups really. Right. Oh! Like I said, don't be afraid to get physical with it. And towards where the blocks are going to be. Ah. That wasn't exactly what I planned, but it'll do. Damn it. Ah, no, I'm stuck. That was a horrible, horrible performance. And I apologize.
And the crowd loves them.
Okay. How badly was that?
They better be careful. The safety crews have been known to make courses harder.
It was still sub 2 minutes, but I missed a lot of things that I could have done to go faster. Whew, but you can tell that I'm out of breath here. Whew. That takes a lot out of you. Let's move on to the ice map, and we'll do the quick walkthrough. I don't have as many tips on that one because I just don't play it as much. I like this one a lot, but we'll run through it really quick, and then we'll actually run through it really quick. Give me a minute. Alright, so here we are on the ice map. Apparently we got turned around here. Vastly different than the other one. Almost like a continuation of the desert map. Almost like the two are connected. So again, like I said, I don't have as many tips for this one. There's a lot of different routes you can take. I haven't fully explored them. Like you can run through the snow, come down here. That looks dangerous, but you get a booster there. You could probably go over the top of this thing. Let's just go the straight route for now. The straight and narrow. So again, very Mario Kart-esque with the placement of the power-ups. And you can see that over here, you would have come out of the same area, just gone straight through there, maybe picked up a nitro, boosted up over this, grabbed another one, or a slow mine. A lot of strategy and guessing what your opponent is going to do as well. But it's all very twitchy, fast-paced, spur of the moment, more instinct than tactic. It's all very reactionary instead of, you know, really planning anything out. So this is the high ground. That's the just straight and narrow path that you would be going. You can come along the high ground, get some air, get up there. You can see, you can probably get up there. It is head look oriented. You are, how do I put this? It's a very unique locomotion style. So as I'm looking this way and swinging my arms, I can look this way, and I'll still go that way. But for the most part, you're going to be running this way. It feels very head look. That's what I mean. It feels head look. It's not actually head look. But again, another path you can take here, come down, you get some rocks, but you get some boosters that you can take that are going to save you a lot of time, kick you over to some more high ground over here. You're going to smack the wall probably, unless you can angle yourself this way. But you will fall through holes. So be warned, watch your step. And if you fall all the way down here, there are like some pit holes and potholes that will get you hung up a little bit. Hey dude, how's it going? Nice sword. Alright. Again, a whole bunch of different routes you could take. You could even go up there somehow. I haven't actually seen that route, that path. We might try to take this path, because I don't really have a good ice route. So we could head straight for that, or nope, that's going to be very hard to actually get to. I don't know where it would take me. Completely up and over all of this BS? I need to figure out how to get up there. You know what? I will do that later. I will do that on my own time, not you guys' time. If I figure it out, I'll let you know. But we are doing the slow, easy, so you can hop, 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 and there is a power-up up there. It's not going to get you much other than that power-up. It's risky. There's a lot of risk versus reward management in here. So instead of going through there, through that booster, I could have come over here and grabbed the power-up instead. I don't think I mentioned, but grip is break. So when you see me flying through the air and then that red comes up, I'm braking to try and get to the ground, because unless you're nitro boosted, running on the ground is faster than flying through the air. So we're just taking this nice and easy. We're about at the end. I think that you can jump over these rooftops to some degree. So that's another path. And then if you hit that, you can hit a series of 3 boosters that are going to take you pretty much right to the finish line. And that's a little ridiculous, the level of boost that that's going to give you. It's at least going to put you up on this wall. And I think, actually, yeah, so there's another side of this wall that if you land in here, you got some nice boost coming off, but you've got to dodge the rocks, and then you're in the snow, which doesn't really slow you down. I would think that it would behave very similar to the rough terrain in the other level, but it really doesn't. So now we're coming into this wonderful castle area, and that is the end of the second map. Beware of barrels. These work just like the bases. No. You can't shoot your hand beam if you've got a booster, which is a little annoying.
And number 2.
Alright. Where are you guys? You guys are over there.
If you ask me, the other one.
Yeah, so that was much quicker. I didn't have a lot of input there, but we will run through quick, fast, in a hurry and try and beat 147 and 44. I don't really think that we're going to. I think that was a pretty solid fluke when I came through here the first time, but we'll see. We're not warmed up very well, especially if that first round was any indicator. But I will be back once we I didn't get to grab the sword. Alright, here we go. Ice map for realsies.
Baby, look at that speed! It's like you don't even know what's coming! Ding! Checkpoints!
Which reminds me, I need to check my messages.
Can it wait until after the show, princess? Oh, never mind, she's doing it. They're spreading their wings like a batraxian.
Hit it. Ah! I missed the way that I wanted to go. And there's that risk versus reward that I was telling you about, and that's going to screw my time. Damn it. That can't be a good time.
Look at these two. They better be careful.
That is... Holy shit. Okay, well. A minute 33 and 51 miles an hour. That was much better than it felt. Yes, we're going to save that. Alright, nope. This is pre-alpha. None of this is real until it releases. The UI that you are seeing right now that I can't really avoid is a work in progress and will be iterated on. Okay guys, so that was Sprint Vector, a super fast-paced, high-octane, the best way that I can describe it is a mobile runner game meets Mario Kart in VR. If VR and Mario Kart and mobile runner games had this weird techno orgy, and this would be the result. It's a hell of a lot of fun. It is super competitive. I can't really describe the feeling of competition that you get even when you're just standing in line to play the game. So I've seen this at both PAX and E3. I'll be going back to PAX again this year, where I hope to see it again if it's not fully released by then. And I will wait in line 3 hours, 4 hours, 10 hours to play this game. It is that fun of an experience. It is super social. Not so much that I enjoy talking to people, because I'm fairly antisocial, but when you are in line at a convention center and you just have to stand there for 3 hours, but Survios has these huge wall-mounted, like 7-foot TV screens, 8-foot TV screens that are projecting each player side by side. You've seen them in my other Sprint Vector videos. You get into it like sports ball people get into foosball and the thing that you kick. You get into it at that same level. So people are screaming, you know, go Bears, hit the stick with the ball, or however that works. I don't sports. You get into that fanatical level. Like, if this becomes an esport, I could absolutely see somebody going to one of these arenas for an esports event and, you know, being one of those topless guys that's just got their team logo painted all over their chest with, you know, face paint, the whole 9 yards, because that's the level of energy that watching this game generates. People are screaming, go, 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 you can do it, he's right behind you, hurry up. It's just amazing to watch. It's a spectator sport, it really is. And I fervently hope that this becomes an esport, a VR esport. It is the first one that I've seen that could actually really be an esport. Not like, oh, they might be able to pull some sort of esports thing off, or you know, it could be the FPS of VR esports. No, this could be an actual legitimate esport. Even if, putting VR aside, it is competitive and it is fun to watch. And those are the two things that you need. So I really enjoy Sprint Vector. If it wasn't obvious, I absolutely love this game and I can't wait for more. In the trailer we see a skate park looking, toxic dump looking thing. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I don't have it yet. If I did have it, I couldn't show it to you yet, because that's part of the do not show. And, you know, like I said in my previous video, I'm actually respecting Survios when they ask, please don't show the UI, please don't show these levels. Unlike other people, yeah, that's a low blow at somebody, because YouTubers have a hard enough time getting developers to notice us and actually, you know, treat us legitimately. We don't need like the biggest of us not listening to developer requests when they say, hey, this is under embargo, or hey, this is under NDA, don't show it, and then they go ahead and show it anyway. That kind of pisses me off a little bit, to be honest, but that's a story for a whole other video. Until then, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like, sub, comment down below. I just saw right before I started recording this that Zeshin from Heroes and Fools, he was the guy that I first raced against at PAX, and we've sort of had this rivalry going. And he just put out a video, the one-armed sprint vector challenge. So that's coming. I'm probably gonna do Doom before I do that, but that is coming. I have to blow his numbers out of the water because that's just how I am. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Like, sub, comment down below. Support us on Amazon, Patreon, just watching the videos, hitting a like. I thank you guys for everything that you have done, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.